Yeah. Okay. Nuisance streamer gets called out by Japanese old head, then plays victim after finding out. Uh-oh.
So I've had a lot of people tagging me to this
stinky.
tweet that's getting a lot of traction today. And thank you everyone who tagged me. As you can see, this has currently got 23
This is hyper viral. What the frick?
million views and
Oh my
74,000
lord.
likes. With the caption, a live streamer in Japan assaults an elderly Japanese man.
What a horrible
who asked him to
person.
stop filming on the train. The streamer here, who seems to go by the name Kelton G, has also issued his own response. We'll get to that after we take a look at the context. One more important thing to take note of as well before we watch the 30-second long clip is this top response on the tweet here that says, no, the old man didn't actually ask him to stop filming. The seat the streamer was using is a priority seat for the elderly. He has no right to sit there when the elderly come. This violent man should be arrested and punished. Well, at the very least, it looks like Twitch has currently suspended his channel, although I'm not sure if that's related to this incident or if something else happened in the past that caused his channel to be temporarily unavailable. Anyways, with that context, here's the clip.
Chat, being a nuisance streamer is international now.
Hey, but it's okay.
Bro, he threw him! Oh my god!
Hey, stop, bro. Don't
You're such a piece of shit.
touch me, bro.
Dude, if I saw this, I know I'm a girl, but like, I don't know, man. I'd want to fucking throw hands for this shit. That's psychotic.
Stop,
You're a psycho.
Dios. Oye,
Dude, put him in jail.
está, Dios.
As the comment that we read mentioned, it does seem like Kelton G, the streamer, is sitting in priority seats. We can see the label on the headrest right
priority
here.
seat for elderly, pregnant women, and people who are disabled.
Seat. Let's also break down the images on the priority seating section a bit more because we can see it looks like it's
Little
for
kids
people who are either with like a baby or
What
a
a
pregnant mother
retard.
or an elderly person or someone with some sort of injury. For example, in the picture here, they've got a dude with a cast on his leg and crutches. And yeah, it doesn't seem like the streamer here would fit under any of those categories. And similarly in that same row, but across the aisle, priority seats. And there's also signs on the window mentioning
You're expecting some retard to know how to read, man.
these are priority seats as well.
That's
as you can
funny.
see. And when the old man returns to where he's sitting, he does not have the priority seat label
Aww.
anywhere. So I think it is reasonable to conclude that, yeah, the old man wanted the priority seat. This streamer seems to not understand that, or maybe he did and he's not complying. Whatever the case may be,
That's not
ends
an
up
excuse.
with him pushing the old man multiple times, especially this one here at the end, which was completely unnecessary. Like, the guy was already leaving at that point.
I feel like if you did this in Latin America, which is what I'm assuming where they're from, I feel like you'd get your ass beat in public for this kind of behavior. I feel like he's emboldened because he knows that he can push people around here.
Like, now you're just bullying an old dude. It's a terrible look. Very pathetic. However, the streamer, Kelton Lives, or Kelton G, whatever he goes by, did provide more context with a slightly longer clip and also issuing this statement. Let's read the statement, then I'll show you the slightly longer clip because there is important context to what happened right before the one that we just watched.
Okay.
So he says, real context of what happened.
I don't know if I
admit
need
that
a
my behavior was
context
not
for
the
this,
most
I'm not
correct with
gonna
this
lie.
person, and I apologize, but I promise that it was with the purpose of defending myself against the constant
You pushed the guy in the back. How is that defending yourself, you fucking clown? What?
intimidation that was against me. Oh yeah, because an old man asking this guy to
He
move
pushed
out of
him
the
in the
priority seat
back.
is just so intimidating. And the push at the end there too, you know, when he's already walking away, that's
Yeah,
totally
he definitely
self-defense
had
right
to
there.
do that.
In Japan, people are really respectful and very good, and they're always very hospitable and calm. But unfortunately, I had to live this experience traveling on a train in Fukuoka, and we shouldn't generalize because Japan is a sugo country. Both the other person
my
and
God.
I acted badly.
Shut the
gentleman
frick
for
up,
being
man.
rude to me and trying to hit me 3 times in a row
What?
and I for pushing him. I hope the context is clear.
Where did he punch you? What? This guy's schizophrenic. He's making up scenarios in his head.
And that I acted only in a defensive position and never to hurt anyone. And now we've got the longer clip. Let's see what happened here.
Aposta lejos aquí y dice,
Who's that?
is it me? Ah, no. What is this? I should. No.
He did lay hands on him first, but like that was a light tap. I feel like it's crazy to me that he shoved him like that.
No volumen. ¿Qué ha pasado? It's okay or no? What is this? ¿Qué ha pasado? Que no se puede
He
hacer
put
ruido.
his hands on him. That still doesn't justify it.
No lo sé. No me voy a calentar.
He should have recorded it and shown it to the police, if anything.
No me caliento estas cosas. Pues sí. But it's okay.
And from that point on, you've seen
Jesus,
the rest.
man.
Now look, maybe the old man could have gotten some authoritative figure on the train.
Yeah,
to handle
he could have
this
gone to
instead
the
of
conductor.
Putting hands on the streamer himself directly. Like, maybe not the best way to handle it.
No, I
But the
agree.
streamer is the one who caused the situation to begin with by sitting in the party seats and refusing to give them up for the elderly man.
You're not supposed to make noise in public. I agree that in trains there's a rule where you have to be quiet on Japanese trains. That just doesn't justify the guy shoving his hands in the guy's face. However, he could have also gotten a train conductor and told him to kick him off for being rude and being loud, instead of putting his hands on him. However, shoving him once and then shoving him again when his back is turned is where he's completely in the wrong. Like, he took it way too fucking far.
If Kelton didn't understand what was happening,
it's horrible.
This is completely on him, as he's the one visiting the older gentleman's country and being disrespectful. Kelton even asked in English, "This is okay or no?" when it's clearly not okay. And again,
That guy
he's
doesn't
using
speak
English
any
instead
English,
of Japanese,
man.
so the old guy
Not everybody
might
speaks
not even
English
know
in Japan.
what Kelton's saying here. And nevertheless, as mentioned, it's very clear that to the old man, no, this is not okay, but the streamer continues to sit there and go on being a nuisance. It's very important to note that what Kelton is showing here is what he claims to be the full context, but we don't know if that's true. Perhaps the older man did try to explain to Kelton about the priority seating in a more respectful manner before getting physical.
Yeah.
We really don't know for sure. And the final thing I'll mention
It's how much context matters, too.
is how many tourists have been causing issues in Japan, and it's been getting worse and worse over the years. So I'm really not surprised the locals are getting more and more fed up by this sort of behavior. I know I'm sick of seeing these nuisance streamers, and I don't even live there. So imagine what it's like for them. I also managed to track down this clip of Kelton and someone that he's with setting off a firework.
No, dentro no.
Pattern of behavior.
No, gilipollas, dentro no. No, ahí dentro no.
¿Pero esto qué es? ¿Esto qué hace?
¿Qué eso dispara? ¿Qué dispara, tío? ¿Qué haces?
Chat, do we have any LATAM enjoyers? Are you in Latin America? Do you think you would get your ass beat for being like this in public in your country? Again, I can't help but think that you would get your ass beat. He's Spanish from Spain. Okay, if you were in Europe, do you think you'd get your ass beat for this kind of behavior? I feel like someone would have done something. Maybe. Most likely. Probably. I would think so. Japanese people are
One of the
very
comments on this clip saying, as a Spaniard,
non-confrontational.
I can only feel ashamed.
Oh,
If you-
he's okay. So it's confirmed he's from Spain.
you had the misfortune of crossing paths with me during one of your live streams, I would have taught you some manners. And then there's this clip,
Basado.
the comment that says, this video shows that Kelton7, the videographer, entered a building in Japan without the permission of the resident, committing the crime of trespassing. The resident then called the police, and Kelton7, the videographer, fled. After we take a look at this clip, I want to hop back over to Instagram, as there are people arguing in the responses there. Some people siding with the old man from the train clip, and some siding with the streamer Kelton. And then we'll hop over to Reddit, where people continue to argue. Many Redditors actually defending Kelton, the streamer.
Only in Reddit would you defend this kind of behavior. Repeated offense, you know?
As mentioned, though, we'll start with Instagram, and the duality in the responses, with one user saying, "Hi everyone, please allow me to explain. People are not allowed to do Instagram Live or TikTok Live on the train in Japan.
That shouldn't be allowed anywhere, I'm gonna be real. I think Japan has the right idea of, like, quiet commutes, or at least relatively quiet commutes.
Gentlemen told them not to do it. We appreciate if you can follow."
Imagine you're going from a 9 to 5 and you're tired and you're, like, having to listen to someone fucking yelling in TikTok Live next to you.
Our rules. It's really sad to see the streamer pushed him away like this. Response saying, "Cool, he still was touching him." Again, this also contradicts the other comment that we read earlier, though, that was saying this wasn't actually about the recording, but specifically about the priority seating. Maybe it was about one or the other, or maybe both, who knows for sure, unless you were there, I guess, and have the full context. People would continue to argue in the responses, with some siding with the old man and some people siding with the streamer. And then there's this comment that provides some more alleged context. It reads, "Yes, I watched the whole video, and your other videos as well. Not only to this Japanese man, but you also acted disrespectfully toward other people. You slept lying down on the train seats for a long time, you trespassed on private property, you disrespected the police, you threw fireworks into a store, and you even climbed the statue of Luffy. Don't you ever come back to Japan again. Ciao." But another user there would get upset, saying, "Oh, cry a river, you entitled."
How is it entitled to respect public property and other people around you? Oh my god. These people don't have parents, I feel like. Genuinely. If my parents found out I behaved like that in a public setting, I don't know. I wouldn't hear the end of it.
Fool. Bro really called the dude entitled because he doesn't want fireworks being thrown into his store. I mean, come on, that's just crazy. We can see another comment saying, "You're sitting in a priority seat and talking on the phone on the train is prohibited. And on top of that, you're retaliating with violence against the person who warned you. Never come to Japan. It's a nuisance. Don't ever come." Similarly, there's this one that says, "Those seats are priority seats for the disabled, elderly people, and pregnant women. So you shouldn't sit there. Also, it's polite to be quiet on the train." And the last comment that I want to take a look at here with you guys on Instagram is this one from the perspective of a foreigner in Japan. And they say, "I'm a foreigner who lives in Japan. And quite honestly, I'm so tired of other foreigners making noise on the train. The train is not your private space. It's shared by everyone. Please look around, be mindful, and respect the quiet culture of Japan. If you can't accept the norms and traditions here, maybe Japan isn't the right place for you."
How do you not take a look at his firework video and then not think to yourself that he has a pattern of behavior? Like, okay, one time maybe he got heated, he got angry and got irritated with the old man, but like, you have repeated evidence of you being a piece of shit. How does that not warrant you being, I don't know, not arrested, but at least like fined very heavily? It shows that you're doing this on purpose. It's not like I'm being ignorant. And in Spain, you're allowed to yell on the train. I don't know. I find that hard to believe, but like, you're doing it on purpose.
And interestingly enough, over on the subreddit livestream fail, people would post both the initial clip and then the clip with full context. And many Redditors would actually defend the streamer, saying things like, "Seeing the full clip, the old man is insane. Smacks the dude and tries to take his stuff. Culture and norms doesn't excuse assault. Old man is lucky he only got pushed." Many other Redditors would go on to insult the old man, even calling him drunk and defending the streamer. For example, the comment there at the bottom saying, "Old dude invaded his space and made out like he was going to steal his hat or something. How is anybody faulting the streamer here? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills." However,
you're on Reddit. You are taking crazy pills. I ain't gonna hold you.
This comment disagrees with the Redditors that are defending the streamer, posting some of the clips that I showed you earlier and saying, "I searched for this guy's name on Twitter and got this. I don't see how this person isn't a classic example of the nuisance streamer BS. The people defending this person after seeing the full clip are morons or bots." Edit. Yeah, take a look at this guy's own YouTube channel. I didn't even have to search very hard. Literally
farming
another
clips for attention.
But another Redditor says this looks like another clip with zero content.
And what does it benefit you to defend the streamer, by the way? That's what I will never understand. It's like, yeah, I should be able to yell and shove people in Japan. Are you saying that you would do the same thing? It's kind of like a self-report in my eyes. Like, I would behave like this, and I wouldn't care if someone got mad at me. I would keep doing it.
Context, try harder. He might be a nuisance
study
streamer,
these
but
people.
y'all are
Reddit
really
needs
bad
to
at
be
proving
contained.
it. To which the same person says, "What context would justify a foreign streamer setting off fireworks while screaming loudly at a train station? And seems like a nuisance human to me." Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. And as always, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my coverage.
I hate people.
If you did,
That's what
please
I
consider
think.
liking and or subscribing to the channel. It helps out greatly. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the comments here and in the next one.
Oh my lord, man. And they just it keeps happening because they keep shoving them around. The court didn't end up doing anything for, against Johnny Somali. I think they just threw him out of the country, did they not? Banned him from entering? They should have done more than that. Genuinely, I think they should have done more than that. Because what ends up happening is that he just went to a different country and said, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going being a nuisance streamer somewhere else. And now another country has to deal with it and waste taxpayer money on prosecuting this guy in Korea.